Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of Father's Day, June 14th through the 20th, and I'm using a kit from Nikki Plus Three called Flower Garden. This kit is in gold foil and it's in her newer format, so there aren't any Today To Do headers. I did purchase the header add-on, so I have all of the foiled headers and I was able to just alternate the colors. For my washi weekend banner, I pulled in some simply gilded washi along with the washi strips from the kit. I love making the simply gilded washi a little longer than the Nikki Plus Three washi to give a little bit of dimension. The kit that I used in my previous plan with me, that was from Hello Petite Paper, I was actually planning to use that kit since this was the official last week of spring, but then I realized that this was the week of Father's Day and I wanted some type of bold, either green or blue color in the kit, and I felt like the Hello Petite Paper one was a little more muted, so I decided to move these kits around and I'm really happy with that decision. In the previous plan with me, I talked about us transitioning Benny into his big boy bed, and I didn't really give any update throughout the week because at the time it was all going really smoothly, and I thought that it just proved that he was ready for this transition and that it was just so much easier than I expected. But this week I will be giving more of an update on that. I think last week he was so excited about the new change. He felt like he had this newfound freedom and he really was just content with how everything was. And this week it seemed like he was just getting bored of the same toys that he was playing with, and slowly he started getting a little more brave and wanting to leave his room. I was definitely a little naive in thinking that it was a smooth transition and there was nothing to worry about. And the other thing I guess I'll mention is that Benny's nursery theme was elephants, kind of safari, but mostly elephants. So whenever I see stickers from shops that are safari themed, I always think of Benny, especially when they're elephants. PJ's theme was nautical and mainly whales, so that is what I connect with him. But with them being a little older now and having their own interests, there are more of a variety of stickers that make me think of them. But I do like to pull in these stickers when I have the chance, when the colors match, and when I have things to write about each of them. So I will be having a lot of safari stickers in the spread to mark all of Benny's updates. And just like with the Mother's Day spread, I am pulling in some stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. that are father related. I think in this spread, most of them actually make sense with what I wrote down or am marking. But it was really fun having those on the side and trying to fit them in this spread. I am a little nervous doing this voiceover because I filmed this spread quite a while ago and I don't exactly remember everything that happened during filming. So there are little things that I remember that I added later, but I am currently just looking at what's in front of me in my planner. So if I say I use a sticker and it ends up being a different sticker and it switches out later, I apologize in advance. The only thing that I do remember is that I added the bows to some of the full boxes at the end of the spread. So right now they're on there, but I know I didn't add them until much later. I did film some of these spreads out of order. For some reason, this one in particular, I was so eager to get started and I challenged myself to not use any checklists for this week. I love the Nikki Plus Three smaller checklists, but I realized that whenever I use a Nikki Plus Three kit, I always have a ton of leftover stickers, at least as far as the boxes are concerned. So I figured if I took out the checklist, that would leave some room for some of the more decorative boxes that I really want to put into my spreads. In my sidebar, I did use the weekly cleaning schedule that was on the header add-on. A lot of the sidebar elements were pink. There's a little bit of yellow, so I really wanted to pull in some of that green color into my sidebar, so I used a glitter header. Later I may have added the bow, and I also had the green flag to mark the week of quarantine we were in. The June script is from the Glitter Mama. As always, I will be linking all the shops that I use in the spread in the description down below. But if you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I'll be happy to answer. Getting into the week. On Monday, I started by marking a workout using an icon from the kit. All of these icons that were on the kit were on circles, but I did my best to cut around each of the icons. I also used a workout script from Station Stickers. I did a workout with my husband and then Benny joined in with us. Below that, I used a sticker from Once More With Love and I wrote that our pool is looking really good. Last week we were having issues with our pool and over the course of the week it was getting treatment, so it finally started looking better on Sunday and completely better this day. Then I wrote that I placed an Amazon order. I believe I ordered a bunch of pool things, pool floats, swim vests, and a towel rack. In the quarter box, I used a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I cut off the words that said finish bean card because I just needed the little icon, and I wrote that I filmed a D bean reel on Instagram. In the hat box, I wrote that my brother called and he let me know that he was coming to visit this weekend. I'm pretty sure I didn't like how I wrote this, so I ended up putting a header to cover up the words and try to redo it, but that may have been done a little later, I'm not sure. In the bottom half of this box, I marked filming with an icon and script from Harriet Wright Designs. Below that, I used another Harriet Wright Designs icon and I marked watching The Masked Singer. Then I used a little decorative scallop circle paired with some of the florals from the kit and a YouTube sticker from Sweet Kwai Design to mark that my favorite psychology channel on YouTube made a video reacting to the Frenemies breakup video. It was so exciting to me because I had been following the Frenemies breakup all week long, and it was just exciting to see my favorite psychology channel talk about his perspective on what possibly was going on. It was also exciting to be able to use these YouTube stickers. I was looking through my collection and saw that these matched the green pretty perfectly, and I didn't have any uploads this week, but I was happy when I realized I had these YouTube related notes. I ended this day with a full box. On Tuesday, I started with a coffee first script from Planning Like a Pro. I've been really strict with only having coffee every other day. Sometimes that means no coffee on the weekends, but I didn't have any on Monday, so I really wanted to mark it on Tuesday. Then I added a washi strip and marked laundry with a script from Station Stickers. Below that, I used a decorative scallop circle paired with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark receiving my Coffee Monsters Co. washi pre-order. It came in the white packaging, so I made sure to use that sticker. Then I marked receiving more Happy Mail with a script from Panda Bird Design and an icon from Planning City. Not only did I receive the Coffee Monsters Co. Happy Mail, but I also received some from Simply Gilded, Sadie Stickers, and Hello Petite Paper. Sometimes I go several days without checking the mail, so I think a lot of these collected over the weekend. Underneath the full box, I marked a family walk using a shoe from Planning Like a Pro, and the script is from Station Stickers. Then I used another YouTube button from Sweet Kwai Design to mark that David Dobrik uploaded a new video. He hadn't posted a video in over a year. I didn't know that he would be making videos again. At the bottom of this day, I marked a YouTube binge with a computer from Planning City, and the script is from Station Stickers. On Wednesday, I started with a full box, and I really wanted to try out this double header idea that I had seen Lauren of Plan Rush Plan do. I really wanted to use the same floral header above every full box, which I was almost able to accomplish, but I think the double header actually works really well here. I'm glad there wasn't a pink header at the top of Wednesday because it just would have blended in together. In the half box, I use a monkey onesie sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. and a crafting script from Station Stickers. I wrote that we made monkey cards, which were the Father's Day cards for my husband. My husband calls both of our boys Monkey, so I thought it was the perfect design for his Father's Day card. It was trash day. I went on a grocery run. Then I added a third box, and here is our first Benny update with his big boy bed. I wrote that he snuck out during nap time. He took his blanket to the couch. I believe he also took his pillow. I was in my office, which is right across the hall from his room. I must have been filming or working on planners, and the entire nap time I thought that he was playing quietly in his room, and eventually I went to the living room and saw him quietly sitting on the couch with his pillow and blanket, and he had some toys that he was playing with, but it completely shocked me that he was not in his room the entire time. The sticker that I use is from Wonton in a Million. Below that, I use a little fancy box and a clean kitchen script from Station Stickers. There isn't a ton of space in these boxes, but I think they're so beautiful, and if I have a script sticker that fits right in there, it's perfect. At the bottom of this day, I marked placing an order with Run with Craft Scissors. I used the sticker from Planning City. Flipping over to Thursday, it was my cousin's birthday. The script is from Station Stickers. Below that, I marked doing some research for Benny's birthday party. His birthday is in the middle of July, so I wanted to get started on that. Then I used a fancy box and a sticker from Sweet Koi Design. I wrote that Benny records a bunch of voiceovers. I've been using my sister's old phone to record voiceovers since mine doesn't work, the microphone doesn't work. And for a while, I thought that a lot of the voiceovers were just from my sister before I had her phone. And when I finally realized the date was on this day, I started playing some of them, and all of them are Benny just talking and being so funny. Along with that, there are also a bunch of pictures of PJ in the camera roll of this phone. Then I marked some family time using a script from Station Stickers and one of the Father's Day emojis from the Coffee Monsters Co. The full box on this day was the only one where I didn't like the pink floral header paired with it, just because it's all the same colors and it felt like too much in this section. But since I had used the floral header at the top of this day, I was okay with using a green header above this full box. Underneath the full box, I marked placing my very first White Deer Stationery order using a sticker from White Deer Stationery. I remember Allie Joan Plans talking about White Deer Stationery, and I resisted for so long, and I just finally gave in, and I'm kind of obsessed now. Every time she has new releases, I want to place an order, but I'm trying to hold off until I can get a bunch of the new releases at once. In the third box, I use another sticker from Wonton in a Million. I wrote that Benny is continuing to leave his room during nap time. I'm pretty sure on this day I was in the living room doing some editing. I was on my computer and he quietly left his room but went into my office. I guess he knew I wasn't in there and he was really quiet about it, but I decided to check on him every so often and I found him pretty quickly, I think, and I may have done that a couple of times this day. But I ended this day marking an Amazon delivery, which was all the pool stuff that I had ordered on Monday. On Friday, I started with a full box, and again, I did a double header. Thankfully, I didn't have a pink header here either. In the corner box, I use a Rise and Shine sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. and an Up Early script from Station Stickers. Then I marked a planning session with another script from Station Stickers, and this notebook is from White Deer Stationery. Below that, I marked some Happy Mail using a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies. I had received Happy Mail from Sweet Koi Design and Sweet Bean Plans. Then I have another Benny update using a sticker from Wonton in a Million. On this day, Benny left his room quietly and he hid in the office. I was so focused on editing this day that I was trying to listen, but I didn't hear anything, and time just flew by, so I didn't notice that he had left his room and I didn't remember to check. But once I finally checked on him, he was in my office. He had closed the door and he actually locked it, I think. He had his pillow and blanket from his room. He brought them into the office and he was just sitting in the bed. And I was actually terrified when I went to open my office door and it was locked, because I was just imagining that he had destroyed all of my planner supplies, all of my stickers. But once I opened the door, nothing was touched. He was just sitting in bed. The one thing he did get into was he opened some gummy vitamins, and he said he had like 5 of those, which wasn't great, but at least they were kid gummy vitamins. But like I said, I was editing. I used an icon and script from Harriet Wright Designs, and in the half box at the bottom, I used one of the Father's Day stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. I wrote that Benny and my husband went to pick up pizza. At the time, PJ was not being so nice to Benny, and so my husband decided to take Benny with him, and he was kind of waiting for PJ to ask to go with him, but instead he was kind of just demanding that he would go, so my husband only took Benny, and it was Benny's first time inside a restaurant in a really long time, and he was really proud to be able to help my husband carry the pizza. My husband even took a picture of him because he really wanted to help, and he insisted on carrying the big box. But it did end up being a good lesson for PJ, because we reminded him that he needed to ask nicely and also be nicer to his brother. So after he was able to think about it, he remembered that for next time and was able to ask nicely. Moving on to the weekend. On Saturday, I started with a half box and an alarm clock. I wrote that Benny was up way too early. Then I used a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. to mark that I took a little nap on the couch. I wanted to be out there with Benny, but I ended up falling asleep. Then I used another Father's Day sticker paired with a snuggle time script. Once PJ and my husband were awake, we were able to snuggle on the couch a little bit. Then I added a third box day extender. I didn't have a ton left to mark, but there were some important things that I wanted to have in my planner. So on the outside, in the third box, I used a family walk script from Station Stickers, and I wrote that we did this with my brother and sister. Inside, I marked cleaning the house. I spent a lot of time doing that this day. And on the bottom half, I used a sticker from White Deer Stationery, and I wrote that we put a lock on the outside of Benny's door. My husband and I felt so weird putting a lock on the outside of his door, but we figured it was a better solution compared to putting him back in his crib. And nap time is really the only dedicated time that I have to working on videos, so that was something that we decided to try, and thankfully it worked out for us. We only had to use it for a couple of weeks, and at this point he still has the lock on there, but we don't actually lock it anymore. It's pretty much just there because we're too lazy to switch it out again. But he's really good with it now. He usually just waits to hear that someone's awake. And for nap time, he understands that he opens the door to go to the bathroom, but he goes back into his room once he's done. But I ended this day with a full box. On Sunday, I started with a full box day extender. On the inside, I did use a full box checklist. We streamed church. The script is from Station Stickers and the icon is from Harriet Wright Designs. I made breakfast. We cleaned under our couch. I loaded the dishes and cleaned the counters. And I had the boys write in their grandpa's card. Then I used a neighborhood sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark visiting my parents, my brother, and my sister. In the third box, I used a serious conversation sticker and an In My Feelings script from Station Stickers. I left this blank because at the time I didn't think I was going to be opening up about all of this. But on this day, my brother was talking to my parents about my sister moving out and the reasons why, and that she would be living with him. And honestly, it did not go well at first. I mean, it took a while for things to settle down. I wasn't even there, but I felt really emotional about it. And I really felt for my brother because he was the one who had to deal with all of the negativity. But as much as I wanted to avoid that conversation and have it not happen, I think it was definitely necessary. And in the long run, it was something that made the actual move a lot smoother. In the third box, I used a Father's Day script from the Glitter Mama. And below that, I used a decorative box and another Father's Day sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I wrote that I took pictures of my husband and our boys. I got them matching father son t-shirts, so I really wanted to get their picture together. I ended this day with another third box, and I just wrote that I was up late editing. But that is all I have for this week. Here are all the stickers I have left over. I'm really happy that I decided to switch up my kits last minute and use this for the week of Father's Day. I've mentioned this before that green and yellow are some of my least favorite colors, but I just love how they looked in this kit, and seeing the spread all together, I confirmed that I love this kit and how it was put together. And I think the yellows and greens really add the colors that I wanted for Father's Day. It was really just a perfect week to use this kit. I am really excited for some of the spreads that I have coming up. I have a bunch of them filmed already, and I really just need to focus on editing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.